Hi, this is Jordan with HM Ranchlands. I'm here on a beautiful property on Terlingua Ranch. As you can see, we're right at the beginning of sunset, so hopefully you can see me okay. This property is really special. It's about, what would you say, Cody? It's about 12 miles in from Highway 118. It took about 20 minutes to get here, turning on Terlingua Ranch Road. If you're coming south on 118, you turn left on Terlingua Ranch Road. You follow that all the way to the end of the pavement, turn left on Cedar Springs Road, and follow that a few miles, and you're here. Cedar Springs Road actually goes right through the right side of the property. Also along the right side of the property is power poles. Power poles that are already installed, already active, which is a huge benefit of this property. There also appears to be a berm with a water tank, so collecting water is going to be a breeze. This property has a mix of dirt and vegetation. There's quite a bit of vegetation, but there's still plenty of area that's clear. If you want to set up some campsites, you're not going to have to go ahead and do a lot of work to get that set up. This road is a little bit, I would call it intermediate. I don't think it is going to require a high clearance vehicle, but if your vehicle had all-terrain tires, that's probably going to be preferable. If I was bringing the regular commuter, a Toyota Corolla with street tires, I might get a little worried about a flat. Once you get off the pavement and get on Cedar Springs Road, there's a lot of rocks. There's not a lot of need for a high clearance vehicle. You're not trying to rock climb out here, but a sharp rock could puncture a street tire, so I definitely would be a little bit cautious with what vehicles you take out here. That being said, it's fairly accessible. It'd be a beautiful place to set up a campsite or even a permanent structure. Having access to electricity is a huge deal. You could set up RV hookups for people or for yourself. You could set up a permanent structure here. A big hurdle on the ranch is having access to reliable electricity, so having the power poles is amazing. There's beautiful 360-degree views. North you have the mesas. You can see to the west there's almost a window where the sun goes down. It's very quiet out here. There's tons of wildlife. On the drive-in, right on the property, we saw some roadrunners and a couple quail, a couple jackrabbits, so there's plenty of wildlife out here. I can hear the insects chirping. There's some crickets chirping already, and so, yeah, it's a really beautiful spot. You can't quite make out, well, I can kind of make out the top of the Chisos Mountains in the background, but for the most part, you have amazing views of the mesas of actual Terlingua Ranch. You may be a little ways off from Highway 118, but the other side of that coin is that once you get out to the pavement, you're only about 5 to 8 miles away from the Terlingua Ranch headquarters, where they have amenities like a swimming pool, Wi-Fi. There's the Bad Rabbit Cafe if you want to refuel with a burger. They have laundry machines and showers, and if people are visiting you and they're a little weary about making the full trek out here on the rocky roads, they could go ahead and they could get lodging there at the headquarters. There's also RV hookups there at the headquarters, so you're a little closer to the ranch headquarters, a little further away from the highway, but overall, I think this would be a great location for someone who wants to set up a short-term rental for people who want to get a little bit further into the ranch and not be bothered by highway noise and things like that. People who want great views. Obviously, Big Bend is one of the darkest night skies in the United States. The star views are amazing. There's really two types of people that want to buy property out here in Terlingua Ranch. There's people who want easy access to a campsite where they can have a campfire and have easy access to the highway to get to Big Bend National Park. And the other type of person is somebody who wants to be a little bit further in, a little bit further away from people, have something a little more unique to them, be away from the highway, and have some more privacy. I think this is basically a home run for the second person. Yeah, so we noticed on the way in, I was taking some video, and we noticed that there's actually some mule deer tracks over here. We saw some jackrabbits. This might be a really good place to go hunting. There's also javelina, quail, turkey. There's a lot of things that you could hunt here, and I think there's plenty of space. And with a water tank nearby, it seems like an ideal place for wildlife to also want to be hanging around. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out in the comments below, or if you see this on our website, feel free to email us at hello@hmranchlands.com, or you can fill out the form below and we'll reach right back out with an answer for you.